Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of One Piece Manga Chapter 861. It's storming, the lighting's bad, but I did want to still get the video out, so I'm going to probably have to be kinda quick, but I don't have a lot of notes anyway. It wasn't a huge content-heavy chapter. We get our cover. It's a Katatsu cover with Nekomamushi, of course. Vito is like just scoping out the party, talking about the big names there within Big Mom's family, including Pero Spero, Compote, who we see for the first time and whose design is honestly, you guys know. Katakuri, of course, looking awesome as well. I think that I'd rather call him Katakuri than Dogtooth, because I hate that they translated the name when the name actually written out is not written out as Dogtooth, it's written as Katakuri. Smoothie, Daifuku, and Oven, seeing Daifuku and Oven for the first time, and I'm a bit interested in them if they're just mentioned, if they're going to play a big role later and get their Oda box later. So I am interested in them. We see the Mother Caramel picture, and I love how every live reaction to this chapter I saw, everyone's reaction was the same. Like, it was written like it was supposed to be this big reveal, but everyone's like, are we supposed to know this character? My personal guess, she's a nun, so I think that maybe, just my wild first guess is that Big Mom has this tragic backstory. Maybe she was like an orphan or something, and she was taken in by this nun or orphanage, whatever, that Mother Caramel ran, and that's why she thinks so highly of her, but she also thinks that her feelsy sob story backstory, like we get in One Piece, is going to make her seem like less of a big, powerful Yonko, so she's embarrassed about it in a way that she didn't come from royalty, but now she's an emperor ruling over this country and a chunk of the New World. So I think that might be why she hides it so vehemently. So yeah, I don't think we actually know the character. My second best guess would be that it's just Pudding altering Big Mom's memories, because we still haven't seen another use of that power. And maybe Pudding is the big bad of the arc. Maybe Big Mom wasn't even that bad a person, but then Pudding started sort of altering her memories and like making her do what she wanted. Maybe Pudding is the big bad behind Big Mom. Just a wild guess though, because I think that'd be pretty interesting. Her power's too OP not to be a big deal to me, just when I think about Pudding's powers. So this guy gets hockeyed just for asking about Mother Caramel. The guests give treasure chests to Big Mom, and I'm like, okay, this is Pudding's wedding, giving her all the treasure. We see more Tamate Bako being hyped up, of course. We learned that Capone has actually isolated the roof from the rest of Whole Cake by setting up jamming Den Den Mushi and blocking all the doors, so they have isolated themselves up there. Caesar sets up their escape mirror. Oh yeah, also with the Tamate Bako, Big Mom says she's opening it after the wedding ceremony, but the plan is occurring at the wedding ceremony, so I'm still wondering how they're going to end up doing that. Like I said, maybe they think they've handled the threat of the Straw Hats or something, and then she opens it and it explodes, or maybe during the fight or something she opens it thinking there will be something in there that could turn the tide of battle, and it explodes. Either way works. So the door is suspicious and gets freaking murdered. Like, poor door, rip door. The Straw Hats are sleeping in Capone's body, of course, and I think that's pretty reasonable. I mean, like what Jinbei was saying, we've been in the Whole Cake arc for quite a few days now, and the characters haven't really slept. So it does make sense. And that brings me to another point. I think it's completely reasonable. Cracker should be up. Cracker should be at this wedding. Luffy got one good hit off on the guy who completely tore Luffy to shreds a bunch, and Luffy couldn't do anything against him for so long. I would be really disappointed in a Yonko level crew's medical ability if they did not have Cracker up and running by now, especially if Luffy's up and running by now. Cracker certainly should be. So I'm going to be a bit disappointed if he doesn't show up at all. We see Sanji and Pudding talking. They're both trying to play each other, but Sanji kind of sucks at it because of his perviness, you know. Then we see the tea party spread looks really nice. Who is this sexy panda girl with the sharp teeth? The wedding begins. One thing I love about the wedding is how Judge is smiling all smug and stuff, and Big Mom's just looking at him like, oh, you don't know what's coming, my boy. So that's probably one of my favorite parts about that page. And then, yeah, at the very end, I love Capone's reaction to Sanji, where he's like, he's getting way too into this acting. We're going on hiatus. A lot of people have complained, but I don't think it's bad. I think Oda's gone a long, like 4 or 5 weeks without hiatus, so I'm fine with it in that regard. But I do think as far as the story's concerned, last week would have kind of been a better place to say, okay, after that chapter we'll take a week off. I think that would have fit better. And of course, after this week off, we'll have 2 weeks back on, if he does decide to go both of those weeks. And then after that, there's a definite 1 week off because of Golden Week. So we may be getting 2 chapters, then Golden Week, but not sure. Then chapter as a whole, it was alright. Like I said, it wasn't super content heavy. It was just kind of more build up for the wedding. And overall, I still think it was above average. There were things I liked in here. So I'd give it 6.5 murdered doors out of 10. But that's it. Like I said, trying to do this one a little bit quickly because of the storm you can probably hear in the background. But either way, like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more One Piece, both anime and manga, and a bunch of other stuff on the channel. Going to be doing the Boku no Hero Academia and Attack on Titan anime this season as well, starting tomorrow actually. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. That is it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.